Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. On this video, I will be driving through the city of Radcliff, Kentucky, which is located in Hardin County. It is 50 minutes south of Louisville, off of Interstate 65. It is 8 minutes from Fort Knox, Kentucky, the military base. And it is 21 minutes to Elizabethtown, Kentucky, which is a slightly larger community than this one. Now, the population here in Radcliff is 22,923 people, and this city has grown by a rate of 8% as of the 2020 census. Now, apparently, there used to be a time to where Radcliff was actually larger than Elizabethtown, but apparently as of the, I think it was like the 2000 census, Elizabethtown outgrew Radcliff, and it became larger than Radcliff. But anyhow, Elizabethtown, Radcliff, Fort Knox, all these communities are kind of sort of together. They're right by each other. And, Radcliff is fairly convenient to Louisville. And it's also by Elizabethtown. So as far as all your basic amenities, honestly, when it comes to your basic amenities, you'll be able to find it all here in Radcliff. But whatever you can't find in Radcliff, between Elizabethtown and Fort Knox, you'll be able to find everything else. And like I said, you're within an hour of Louisville, so you got that. Now, the racial makeup of the city is 53.8% white, 27.5% black, 2.2% Asian, and 8.2% Hispanic. So, the racial makeup of this city is fairly diverse. It's very diverse in accordance to Kentucky standards. Other than Lexington and Bowling Green and maybe Louisville, Lexington, and Bowling Green, and maybe Frankfort. Those are the only Kentucky cities that I can think of off the top of my head to where you would have a racial makeup as diverse, if not more diverse, than what's here in Radcliff. Now, Elizabethtown is fairly diverse too, but I'm not going to get too much into Elizabethtown because it's Radcliff, not Elizabethtown, and I'm going to be doing Elizabethtown on an upcoming video, so I don't want to give away too much about Elizabethtown. So anyhow, as far as it goes for the crime here in Radcliff is very low. Your violent crime is well below the national average. Your property crime is only 14% above the national average, which in actuality is very low. Now, your median home price here is at $161,500. Now, I will say Radcliff does have housing price. I will say if you're wanting to live within an hour of greater Louisville, Radcliff is going to be one of your more affordable options in order to do that. Which is a good thing for Radcliff, in my opinion. So yeah, Radcliff, it doesn't appear to be a bad place to live. Housing prices here are somewhat affordable. Honestly, housing prices here aren't as low as what I would have thought they would be, but the prices here aren't what I would call ridiculous, at least not at this point. But you know, given that this city is close to Louisville, it is within an hour of Louisville, and you're right by Fort Knox, which is going to bring a significant amount of traffic and residents to the city, because sometimes when people get out of serving in the military, for whatever reason, they might want to stay close to where they served. So you might have some soldiers that their last base to serve might be Fort Knox, and when they get out, okay, they fell in love with Kentucky, and maybe they like the Elizabethtown / Radcliff area, so they might decide to purchase a home and stay out here. Also you got a lot of soldiers that while they're serving in Fort Knox, they'll go ahead and either rent a rental property here in Radcliff, because not all your soldiers desire to live on base, or two, they might even purchase a house in a community like this one, which is right by Fort Knox, pretty much. So I would say for those reasons, that's the reason why the housing prices are the way they are here. And of course, the general economy of this city is largely dependent on the economy of Elizabethtown and Fort Knox. Clearly this city has a large military presence due to it being right by Fort Knox. And, let's see, the median home price here, I told you that, it's $161,500. Now, if you're looking to rent here, the median rent prices are going to go from $579 to $1,288 a month. And as far as things to do, there's a few things you can do out here if you're not wanting to drive all the way to Louisville or Bowling Green for entertainment. You got the Boundary Oak Distillery. You can go there. They got tours there apparently, and plus you can sample some fresh alcohol beverages. You also got Saunders Springs Nature Preserve. You can go there, go hiking, biking, have a picnic, just hang out and enjoy the fresh air. There's apparently 26 acres worth of recreation area there. You also have the Blazers Fun Zone, which is 22,000 square feet of family entertainment. It's basically a family entertainment center. You can go, they got miniature golf, they got skating, and I would imagine they got an arcade area where you can go play arcade games and stuff like that. And as it goes for a little bit of history about this city, now this city does have a lot of history which relates to the military. Now I'm going to be honest with you folks, some of the history I didn't quite understand, and typically when I cite history, I like to paraphrase it to where A, when I read it, it makes sense, and B, you guys can understand what the hell I'm saying. Now, there is a lot of history. I read it, and honestly, if you care to learn the detailed history of this city and concerns to the military, feel free to look it up yourself, but I just went on ahead and I paraphrased a little bit of it. Now, Radcliff, Kentucky used to be known as Mill Creek of Kentucky back in the late 1700s, but the area name was changed to Radcliff, and the name Radcliff This city was named after Major Williams Radcliff, the head of the quartermaster's corps at Camp Henry Knox, which is now known as Fort Knox. And this name change happened in 1919. Now, as far as my 2 cents about this city, I mean, honestly, obviously, it's got a heavy military presence and it's got a lot of history and concerns to the military. But outside of that, in my humble opinion, there's really nothing special about this city. I mean, it's just, to me, it's a typical smaller Kentucky city. I'm not saying that in a bad way by any means. And like I said earlier, if you're looking for affordability, and at the same time you're looking to be within an hour of Louisville, this is definitely going to be your city. Because a lot of the other areas that I've went through and I've done videos of that are all within an hour of Louisville or Cincinnati, the majority of those communities are going to have a slightly higher cost of living compared to Radcliff. So yeah, I don't know what else to tell you about this city other than the fact that it's going to be one of the more affordable places to live if you're looking to live within an hour of Louisville. As you guys will see, this city does have all your basic amenities covered. So I'm going to quit talking and I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. And as always, I thank you guys for doing what you do, and feel free to leave comments below and give this video a thumbs up to help with the YouTube algorithm if you like what you see. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider doing that, because I will be putting out a lot more videos, because I am going to be doing a lot more traveling. So alright folks, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here and let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. So y'all have a blessed one, and I'll see you on the next one.